How's it going, everybody? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer. As you can see from that footage, I was chilling and grilling earlier, having a good time out in the backyard. Now, I got a host of things I want to talk about here, so we'll get started. Now, the first thing I want to talk about here, she might not be comfortable with me bringing it up, but I wanted to bring up Cassandra again. That is the YouTuber I gave a shout out to a couple of weeks ago, and a few other channels gave her a shout out as well. I just wanted to say, for those of you who aren't aware of the situation, a YouTuber by the name of Overthink Gaming kind of threw her under the bus in a live stream, and I think he got a little bit of flack for that. And then he posted another follow-up video talking about it again. Of course, clickbait central. That's what that guy lives for. And Alpha Nerd Entertainment, he was nipping on Overthink Gaming's coattails and posted a follow-up video. And basically what they were saying is they didn't agree with what they called it a red carpet rollout, because the poor girl got a few shout-outs and got 500 subscribers in a quick order. So be it. If you look into it a little bit further, if you watch some of her content or follow her on Twitter, you quickly understand that for her to be able to actually get in front of the camera was a huge undertaking. She might not be the most confident person in front of the camera, and it's actually quite nerve-wracking for her to be able to come out of her comfort zone to get in front of the camera. So, it's so easy to criticize somebody or their content. And if you don't like her content, that's fine. No one's saying you have to enjoy her content. But maybe it's not all, what someone like Overthink Gaming or Alpha Nerd makes it out to be. Again, she's probably still quite nervous in front of the camera, and she's still getting comfortable. I know when I started out, and you can go back and look at some of my early videos, mine were probably even worse than hers. Extremely nervous in front of the camera, not sure how to sort of articulate a sentence properly. It's just too bad, because I see on Twitter today, she posted a tweet. I guess she's taking a break from YouTube, and she didn't specifically say it was because of what these two guys did, but I'm sure it wasn't good for her self-confidence. For anyone out there that would go through that sort of ordeal where you're just trying to have fun with your channel, and then you have two assholes out there that have to, piss in your cereal, so to speak, and, ruin something where someone's trying to have fun, and we give the girl a couple of shout-outs here just to sort of elevate her self-esteem. And, for two assholes like that to come across and throw her under the bus and, oh my God, look at this red carpet rollout. It had nothing to do with that. She has 500 subscribers, for fuck's sakes. It's not like she has 500,000. Like, oh my God. So it's too bad. Hopefully, she doesn't take a long break and she can come back from that. So Cassandra, you're probably not even watching my channel, but if you are, don't pay attention to those assholes. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward. You're going to come across lots of assholes like that in life, and you just got to ignore them and keep pushing forward. So the next thing I want to talk about, actually, Alpha Nerd Entertainment as well. So how are we doing for time? 4 minutes? So Alpha Nerd Entertainment, again, a lot of you guys saw, he went on the attack on yours truly last week, very much having a public meltdown. And it got to the point where a couple of YouTubers reached out to me privately, generally concerned for his well-being, his mental health, his state, as to how he's doing. And I had to tell them straight up, listen, I can't control that. If you want to reach out to him personally, have a conversation, but it's up to him to get help if he needs it. At the end of the day, you can try to help somebody as much as you want, but at the end of the day, they have to be able to want to help themselves as well. So as soon as I say that, now he's in a public feud with Prince of Fallen. So, and there's a guy that's not well liked in the community, but you know things aren't going well for you when you're getting put on blast by Prince of Fallen. Like, it's just, oh man. So hopefully that guy can come to his senses. Hopefully he can take a step back and reassess his YouTube channel, his career, if you will, because he's headed down a dark path, and he's walking across bridges with a torch in both hands, lighting those bridges on fire. It's just it's tragic. It's tragic to see a fall from grace like that. The guy was doing good, staying out of the drama for a couple of months, and then he jumped back into it head first. I just don't understand the guy. So the next thing I want to talk about, a shout out to a channel called The Game Shack. So I just found out about this guy. I think I found out through Gordy Slasher Gaming via Twitter. Anyways, this guy, The Game Shack, I think he's got just over 100 subscribers. And this guy, I think he's from the UK or maybe Australia. And he wears like a Hawaiian shirt, shades, and he's got like a blue screen behind him where he's got like, it's like paradise. He's got like the ocean, he's got palm trees and everything. And he's doing a lot of great content. He's doing a lot of opinion pieces, top fives. I'm having a blast watching his content. So the Game Shack, if you're watching this, you're doing pretty good job. I'll leave a pinned comment with a link to his channel. You should really check it out. He's doing a real good job. I love to see these small up-and-coming channels, that don't have a lot of subscribers. Those are oftentimes, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, those are oftentimes the best channels. The next thing I want to talk about is MJR, good old Metal Jesus Rocks. So I didn't really watch the video, but I saw the thumbnail. He posted a video, what was it, yesterday? And he was doing one of his classic response to one of my Patreon subscriber questions. And he reached out to a bunch of other YouTubers that aren't necessarily in the crew. And if you look at the thumbnail, like front row and center, he's got Destiny FOMO in the thumbnail. Clickbait Central. Oh my God. So damn well Metal Jesus, he doesn't give a fuck about Destiny FOMO. He's using her for fucking clickbait. So I couldn't believe it when I saw that. Well, I could believe it because we all saw the Kelsey Lewin thumbnails that he would post where she was just like. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I didn't watch that video. Oddworld Collection. I think it's out now. There's an Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey Oddworld Collection for the Switch. And I think it's like the original games from the 90s. I could be wrong on that. I don't know much about it. I just saw it on my Twitter feed. Doom 64 is now available digitally and I think physically for the PS4. It's available on the Xbox One series console, PS5, and the Switch as well. So I find it really odd when you see an N64 game coming out for a modern console. It just blows my mind. We also have here, yes, I walked into Walmart the other day, and it's just my opinion on it, but when I walked into Walmart, they had like a PS4 section, lots of games to choose from, and then they just had like a small little PS5 section, and there was hardly any games, obviously no consoles, some accessories, PS5 controller. Guys, there's nothing to play on the PS5. Same goes for the Xbox Series consoles. We're already several months into this, and I'm already thinking to myself, fuck the PS5, fuck the Xbox Series consoles. You might as well just wait a couple more years for the new consoles to come out if we get them, because at this point, oh my God, these aren't new consoles. These are just enhanced versions of the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. Let's be honest here. I don't have any excitement for these new consoles anymore, and I really don't see myself buying one. The next thing I want to talk about, Cyberpunk 2077. There was a new update that came out this week. Maybe it was last week. It's a big update, so I'm kind of curious to put this back on. I want to kind of see the graphics enhancements, if there are any. I want to see how it plays on my Xbox One X. I'm really curious about that. So we'll see if I have time. Guys, I haven't played games in a couple of weeks. I've been so busy. But in Ontario, Canada, we're now in a month-long lockdown. And today they just announced, as of tonight at 12:01 a.m., we're in a stay-at-home orders, so you can't leave unless it's for something essential. And even if you go to Walmart now, Walmart's not allowed to sell anything but groceries and essential things like toothpaste, shampoo. You can't buy things like sandals, clothing. So, yeah, tough times up here in Ontario, Canada. So the next thing I want to talk about, the Wii. So last week I hooked up the Wii in my games room. It's sitting right next to me here. And I finally had a chance to put on Super Mario Bros. Wii. And I gotta say, guys, I had a real good time with this. I think I'm on World 2 right now, the Desert World, so I'm not far into it. But yeah, having a blast with it. One of the better Mario games I played in the last couple of years. Sorry about that, my camera died while I was recording. So the last thing I want to talk about here, my girlfriend. Yes, I've got a girlfriend. I don't talk about it much on this channel, but unlike Level 1 Online, I've actually got a girlfriend. She came over the other night, and we hung out for the day. Again, with the lockdown, there's not a lot that you can really do, but you can still get outside, and there is some stuff you can do outside, obviously. We kicked the soccer ball around for a bit, went for a walk, went down by the water, chilled out. Came back, had a few drinks, and we were playing this old board game here, which I talked about a long time ago on the channel. And it's the Australian board game, Nightmare. So, for those of you who were around back in the early 90s, you probably had this. As a child, I know I did. I went on eBay several years ago and I bought a mint condition copy of Nightmare. And I won't really get into it. I'll do a separate video talking about it, but it is an interactive board game. There's a VHS inside. The VHS is about an hour long. You run it while you're playing the board game, and you have to basically move your key around the board. And once you collect 6 keys, you can start to move towards the center of the board. And if you can get to the center of the board before the hour runs out, then you beat the nightmare. If you don't make it to the middle of the board and the clock runs out, you're dead. So we had a blast. At the end of it, we're like at the 45-minute mark. The gatekeeper, the guy on the VHS, the video's on YouTube. You can just run it on YouTube. That's what we did. It was my turn. She went to what's called the black hole, and he said I had to roll the dice. And I had to get my age, and if I didn't, I had to keep rolling the dice. And as luck would have it, I rolled my age. I got 38, and then I moved towards the center of the board, and I pulled another. You get these cards, and you pick a card, and I got a half of a key, and I already had a card that had the other half. You guys have to play it. So I got another key there, and then I beat it. So it was really good. You got to play it in the dark, light a few candles. So yeah, Nightmare is a great board game. There's a couple of sequels as well. I think there's about 4 or 5 of them. So I might try to get the other ones as well. But leave it in the comments below. Did you guys play Nightmare back in the day? Did you enjoy it? I think it's a pretty good board game. It's called Atmosphere in other parts of the world, including Australia. So that's going to do it, guys. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.